First, what I'm going to do though is I'm going to bend up a little back bar for this truck. So I need to do a quick little 90 like hoop for it so that it'll cross over everything. Ooh, that's the other thing I need. I need a Sharpie. I don't have a Sharpie here, but there's 3 Sharpies right here. Pull the Sharpie out. So YouTube to me is kind of funny because I don't want to be, you know, the traditional, I don't even know if I would say traditional, but like the influencer type person. I don't have that personality. So that's something that I'm just not really interested in. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go a little bit taller than that. So when you're bending metal for making these cages, always make sure to bend a little longer, because inevitably you're going to get something that's going to be kind of cattywampus and you're going to need to cut it and trim it down. So always make sure to bend a little bit further. So on the YouTube stuff, you know, I'm really having fun with it. I really like doing the what's it called? I wouldn't call it show reel type stuff, but it's more of the I don't know, it's more of the just going out and making videos kind of a thing. And I enjoy that. I don't really feel like I'm the guy that's, you know, going to be talking at the camera and all that kind of thing. That's just, it's not my style. And not to knock people that do it, but it's just not my thing. Like I can't ham it up by myself. You know, I enjoy doing that with other people, but by myself, it's just not it's not who I am. And so those videos, I think, kind of live in a good spot. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to end up having, and I'm kind of talking through my process right now. I think I'm going to have my race videos, right, which is like kind of vlog style, and that's going to be kind of entertainment. I don't really know where I'm going to go with that. I think I'm going to do a race video where it's, or race videos where it's like, what's the word I'm looking for? We're definitely going to track Dalton, but I think we're going to start doing more, some of my trials in it, because I feel like there's only so much you can do on a storyline, and Dalton has a lot of storyline coming, but for me, I feel like I'm slow and I need to figure out how to get faster. I want to, you know, I'm going to set a goal for this season to finish top 5. That's my goal. Finish top 5. That's going to be really hard. It's going to be really hard, but that's my goal. I'm going to try to finish top 5 in the next couple races. You know, we've got like 8 races over this season, over the winter season. Top 5 would be huge for me because there's a lot of really fast people out there. So that's going to be one leg of the content, is going to be the race vlog stuff. The other end is going to be the slow crawl / trail amped. So for instance, the slow crawl stuff will live on the slow, like the crawling, and maybe I'll make a new playlist for that, but it'll be on the crawling side, where it's just like these short little 5-7 minute videos. Trail amped is more of the, we're on a trail and we have a story from A to B, and I think that'll help the people that want the YouTube-y style stuff, because there'll be a little more narration, you know, more cinematic things. But those videos tend to be, you know, more along the lines of 20 to 30 minutes, which is a long video if you're not really into that kind of stuff. And it's a long time to wait for the crawling stuff, because I think it's going to be more of like, you know, hey, we're on this mountain, we're hiking up here, it's snowing, let's see if we can get to the top before nightfall or whatever, you know, that kind of a thing. And then on that journey, I'll take these steps and I'll break it down and I'll sit there and crawl, and some of that slow crawl footage will be in the trail amp video, but then most of it will live on the slow crawl part of it. So I think that's one aspect of it. The race / vlog stuff will also have monster trucks and U4 when we get out there again. I don't think it's gonna have, I don't think we're gonna have, what's it called? Like comp stuff on there for crawlers. We'll see. I don't know. I'm kind of torn on that yet. So those that are watching, what I'm doing is I'm finding two pretty close to similar pieces of rod because I'm going to make a mirror bend. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to bend the rod so that it will be flat so I can put them side by side with each other. And once they're side by side, then I can bend them to follow the contour of the side of the truck. Now, I don't know how this audio is going to sound, so bear with me. I'm going to put the welder on, just because I'm going to tack some stuff down. And as I always say, make sure to take off your ring if you're wearing a metal ring. Take that off before you go. I always wear my gloves, and I always wear my hood, even if I'm just tacking. I like to see what I'm doing, so turning my head doesn't really do a whole lot for me. The other thing to do when you're doing the first welds of the day is I like to run some line, just like that. And so what that does is it gets the gas to the top. So this worked out pretty well. First segment, we're just about done. I'm going to hit the cut thing right after I weld this. And then the next segment, we're going to bend the profile parts, and then we're going to talk a little bit more about what that means, where we're going with the YouTube. So I think that'll. And then in this episode, we also have an awesome talk with Jeff Lamar. So let me tack this together real quick. So my welder's a little hot, so I was welding thicker material.